John works for an airplane manufacturer. He's had a long and exhausting working day and is getting tired. As the evening sun is getting lower, he just has a few final tasks left to complete, when he suddenly gets a worrying email. John needs to submit components assembly instructions for a legal case. But that's not all. The legal department also needs all evidence concerning how, when, and by whom the assembly instructions were compiled and used. John begins to panic. Although there's a procedural documentation that describes the business processes, how is he supposed to prove that precisely these processes were implemented for the required documents? And how is he supposed to prove when the quality officer released the assembly instructions? Is there any proof for the implementation of the process? And is this proof protected against manipulation? Calm down, John. You just nodded off for a minute. Luckily, such a nightmare scenario is extremely unlikely. You're well prepared for such legal cases, because you use ImageMaster. Years ago, John and T-Systems identified the relevant processes in the company and modeled them in workshops using Business Process Model and Notation, short BPMN. These processes were then implemented in the ECM software ImageMaster. As it was possible to use the ImageMaster client, with all its features that was already in operation back then, the whole process was both quick and inexpensive. And ImageMaster has been indispensable in John's company ever since. All document-related processes are documented using BPMN-compliant models. Therefore, it's possible to trace the functional processes that have resulted in a change to a document. Who triggered which processes and why, and who implemented them and when. Thanks to ImageMaster, all of these questions can be demonstrably answered. Processes are no longer separated from documents. This is because the implementation of document-related processes is now archived together with the respective workflow histories in the same place as the associated documents. John does not have to worry about attempted manipulation, as the data from the processes is securely protected just like the documents themselves. Thanks to ImageMaster, John can immediately and calmly reply to the legal department's email. He can drag and drop the necessary assembly instructions into his email from ImageMaster. John can also take a technical document in which a process flow has been logged from ImageMaster and attach it to the email. This means the legal department knows who released the assembly instructions, the time when this took place, and whether changes were made. John sends all of the necessary information quickly via email and with peace of mind. His evening is saved. John can now enjoy his evening and won't be bothered by any more nightmares. Business processes with ImageMaster. Tailored, robust, traceable.